Hello everybody, it's Dragana from Saacibo. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today I have 4 journals to share with you. You might have seen one of my recent videos on how to make an accordion style junk journal using window envelopes. And on the camera I've done that one and I've done this one beforehand, and I managed to complete 2 more. They're all decorated on the inside and I thought I'd do something different this time. They each have a matching project bag with them. I will go through the journals first and then I'll explain more about the project bags. Out of all of them, I actually spent a little bit more time on this one and I created ephemera for it. The other 3 don't have any ephemera, but they're fully decorated on the inside. And I've decorated them in a way that I've used only my own things that I made without any images or pictures and things like digitals and all of that. So it's just my artwork. This one has some ephemera created with digitals and it's so very beautiful. And on this one I actually decorated the cover itself. So I think I'm going to start with this one and then we'll go quickly through the other 3. So here it is. It's got its protective case that I made myself, and this is the project bag. It's a clear vinyl over here. I used the same fabric that I used on the cover. It's brown at the back. Like I said, I'll talk more about the project bags in the end, but this is what it looks like. And here it is, the journal. This time all my certificates of authenticity have my own wax seal, and I had this wax seal thing for years. I used to place this on my paintings and I thought, why not use it in my journals? I don't even know why I didn't use it before. It's just, it looks so cute. Okay, now the closure is just a ribbon, because this journal actually has 2 sides. It is front, but this is front as well because it's an accordion style journal. And on the cover, actually it's this way, on the cover I've done some decorations. I put some doilies that I had, some of these metal pieces, lace flowers and a bit of bling. And on this side, similar again, the metal pieces, a bit of bling here and some lace and crochet flowers. Okay, so let's go through the first side. Here we come. As you can see, the envelopes that I stenciled and dyed, and a bit of a ruffle with some wooden flowers. Over here we have a pocket. I coffee dyed and then I stamped and stenciled and just created a little decoration. Here, this is one of my eco prints. Just like a little booklet. It can go in here. Now here I have a tag from the Forest Whispers collection, but I added a picture of a bug and just some plain tags. It can be written on the back. I stenciled the back. This one has more like a nature theme, a wood theme, lots of bugs. I like bugs. All right, and then here we have a tag as well. I just stamped this on a piece of my eco print and I glued here. These are die cut butterflies and I just added these contour paint like that. I thought that was cute. All right, that's the first page. Now we come here. One thing I forgot to mention at the start, each journal has 4 signatures. So it is an accordion style journal, and these are like pages of flips or whatever, but in between some of them I actually put in some signatures. So there's 2 on each side of the journal, and all the papers were coffee dyed or tea dyed. Okay, they're not big signatures, but there's quite a few pages in the journal itself, so just some room for writing or decorating. All right, now we come here. Over here I created some flips. This one has another tag with a bug, and you can remove these little tags and a leaf. And this is turned into like a almost like a belly band on the tag itself. Just the cluster. You can write things here. And over here we have a tag. This is a printable of my EcoPrint. This is a printable of my masterboard. Envelope pocket that flips up, and some writing pages here. This is one of the herbal cards that are just glued on the back of this envelope. Okay. Again, this is the second signature in this on this side. I like how these papers smell. The smell of coffee. I stain most of the envelopes and pages with coffee and only some with tea. They have that kind of nice coffee smell. Alright. Here we have a triple pocket with some tags and specimen cards. And this is just in paper. And over here, I actually used the real stamp that I had in my collection. This is just a decoration. This is an altered playing cards. I stitched this image of a bug, this leaf and that, just on the playing card. And this card was distressed using tea and rust water. Another one of my EcoPrints, the original one. I just stamped this bug in the script. I created the specimen card with my EcoPrints and a printout of these cute bugs. Here we have, I think this image is from my herbal cards, and that's one of the EcoPrints dry method, oh no cooking method, sorry. It says the word discover, and one of my easy peasy flowers. I have a tutorial on how to make these flowers as well, and just another tag. Okay, so that's it, and this is the last page in this side. I created a little ruffle with the pieces of fabric that were left after I've done the cover, and these are also just some lace and a cute flower. It almost looks like a bug, doesn't it? Okay, so if I was to do this, look how big that is. Alright, did I put it back correctly? Yes. So now we come to this side, because this journal has two sides. And over here, again, created a little ruffle with some fabric, with some lace flowers. And this one as well, I had these wooden leaf shapes, just glued them there. I actually drew this by hand and added a bit of contour paint where these dots are. And in here we have a tuck spot, another specimen card, one of my tags with a pocket. I have a tutorial on how to make these, and I thought they can live in here. Okay, now here again we have a signature of 16 pages or 16 sides, so there's 4 sheets of paper make 16 pages, and they're all coffee stained as well. These are all coffee dyed and stenciled with white acrylic paint, and the hinges were made with the fabric. I got this fabric by taking apart one of the Japanese kimonos that I was given. Beautiful fabric. I used it a lot in my junk journals in the past. I really love that cotton, really soft. Okay, now here I used collage strip that I made a while ago. Just added this lace butterfly and this, I don't know what it is, it's a bling, some sort of like a pearl. And I just put some coffee dyed papers and 2 more specimen cards. and it can go in here. We continue. This is the second signature on this side of the journal. All the papers were coffee dyed. And then here we have this lovely ruffle. This is from a curtain trim that I cut off. I had like a big square and I've been cutting off. And I have no idea where to get it once I use it. I love it. And here we have like a little tuck spot. Here it is, created with some hexagon shapes and a square and one of my easy peasy flowers. So I thought these two that are laminated, bird feather and some grass, they can go into this pocket here. And I've done this one, I think I've shown you in a video where I used acetate from stamps, you know, the packaging, and I just made a little specimen card with it that can also go in here. This is my original eco print. I used die cuts on it to have this nice edge, and created this envelope with the paper that's kind of like fall handmade or rice paper, and it has like a writing spot. And here it has a little cluster of images, a bug, a little rose that I created. You can see a piece of a doily here, some cheesecloth. Again, these are made with my original eco prints, these two as well. And I thought maybe I can put these pieces inside so they don't fall out, and these can all be here. So we come to the end. That is journal number 1. This is the closure, how I imagined, like this, and you twist that around, flip it, and you just make a bow here. And it has plenty of room to grow. These are the signatures. I used embroidery thread for them, and the certificate goes maybe here, and these are the bags. Okay, and the project bag. So that is journal and the project bag set number 1. Now let's have a look at the green one. Again, this is the project bag. It's the green one, the same fabric that I used on the journal cover. Its own bag, certificate with the wax seal, the same closure as the first one, although I did not decorate the front or the back cover. The stitching is here, everything else the same, but I did not add any pieces, extra pieces on top. It's just flat. And on the inside I've fully decorated, done the sewing, the coffee dyeing, stenciling, book pages, everything, but I didn't create any ephemera for it. Kind of like it the way it is, and I love the sewing on this one. The other one I think I used just a straight stitch. Here I was doing a bit of straight and a bit of zigzag. I just felt it needed some interest, and I love it. One detail here, and then we have a ruffle with some lace flowers, a little doily and a wooden flower. Here again a ruffle with fabric, leftover pieces and a piece of lace. This one has 2 signatures as well on this side and 2 on the other side, so 4 altogether. All the papers were coffee dyed, just like in the first one. I love this page. Okay, here we have another ruffle with some lace flowers. stenciling, stitching. Same here. I love how this looks. I love these wooden flowers, really cute. Here's the second signature. As you can see, I used green embroidery thread to bind the signatures. I didn't really need anything strong like wax thread because these papers are kind of fragile and the signatures are not that thick. Here a bit more stenciling and lace flowers with some ruffle. And I love this one. Have a look. This is also from a curtain trim. Here as well, a bit of a ruffle, and I love how this looks. And some sequins here. And that's the back or the start of the second side. I'll just show you on this side when I pull it, like I did earlier. I love this. Now we come here to this side again, a ruffle with some flowers, stenciling, coffee dyeing. I think this was tea stained, but the rest of the papers were coffee stained. The fabric here is tea stained, that's why it has a bit of a pink hue. That's the difference. When you use coffee to dye your papers, it's more yellowish brown. When you use tea, it's more like pinky brown. Again, ruffle with some flowers. I love how this little flower looks here. And the second signature. A bit of that lace trim here. And that's it. So that is journal number 2. Love the color on this one. That's the project bag for it. Again, the same fabric that I used on the cover. Just put this one aside. It has a drawstring bag, certificate with a wax seal, and the same ribbon closure as the other ones. Again, the cover is not decorated and there's no ephemera pieces on the inside, just the purely decorated pages with coffee, tea, stenciling and book pages, and of course lots of fabric, little details, clusters and trims. In this one I used a little bit different stencils. These are like wine leaves. I love how this looks. Again, stitching on all pages and hinging with the tea stained fabric. Again, another ruffle with some of these. This is the first signature. On some of the papers I use this corner trim, decorative one. I really like it. Lots of stenciling. I love how this page looks with these stencils here and ruffle with that. It's so gorgeous. Makes me want to take my brushes and pencils and draw and paint something here. I love how this looks as well. Really simple but effective. And this is the second signature. And here we have another ruffle with some lace flowers and a bit of trim that I had. And that's the last one. I love that lace trim here. Okay, that's the back or the other front of the other side. Oh, forgot to show you this. I wish I have more room to show you the whole thing. I will attempt to take a photo of all of them when they're fully spread out. It's going to be difficult, but hopefully I'll manage to do it. Okay, this is the other side of the same journal. We have a ruffle and some lace. Again, the trim, stenciling. This is the first signature. I used embroidery floss to bind it all together. I love how this looks. If it had wings here, it would totally look like a dragonfly. Second signature. Trim here. It looks really cute, I think. So that is the journal number 3. And the lucky last, the purple and blue one. I love this one too. I mean, I can't pick my favorite. They're all pretty in their own way. When I first started making them, I thought maybe to have one with bugs, one with butterflies, one with just flowers, and one with dragonflies, but you know, that can still be done. This is the project bag that goes with this journal. Here is the bag, drawstring bag, the certificate, and this one has the purple ribbon closure. Again, this was not decorated any further than what it is. It's quite beautiful as it is, but of course, if I was to decorate any of these journals, I would probably do in the same style as I did with the first one, with some bling, with some lace flowers, just to add a texture, more texture on the top. I love how this looks with the blue and purple. Really, really pretty in a sequence here. And this one as well, it's got this crochet little doily flower, lace flower, and the trim. Again, it has 4 signatures altogether, 2 on each side, and each has 4 sheets of paper, which gives 16 pages. Here's a ruffle with that lace flower and a trim. These pages with the where the book pages are and the stenciling are perfect to add little pockets. Well, these ones are perfect for writing, I think. Same here. I love this lace trim. It looks really good in this one. Got this one and more writing pages. Ledger paper. This one has a little decoration top. And the purple flower lace trim. I just love this one. It's so pretty. Okay, and that's the other side. Let's have a look. I love how these journals can be totally flat out. Here we have a little belly band made with some snippet roll that I made a while ago, and I added this lace butterfly and this trim on top. Again, the pretty lace. This is the 3rd signature so far in this one. This is so cute. I love this. And the 4th signature. Another piece of lace there. background and the trim. So that is journal number 4. There are the 3 ones, and this is the first one I've shown you, fully decorated with ephemera. Now I created some extra project bags. Here we are. In case you want them and you miss out on one with the journal, I had some fabric left and I created a few more, and I'm going to put them in my Etsy shop. Here's the blue one, here's the pink one. I've got 3 brown ones, and this brown one, the sienna color, is with the green background, and this green is with the green. And I said I was going to talk about the project bags a bit more in the end. I'll just give you roughly the sizes. So they are 10 1/4 by 11 3/4, almost 12 inches. And they can fit quite a lot. This is the size of the scissors. They can fit this 12-inch ruler inside. What I like about them is because they are kind of sturdy, they have that you know, this thing that you use when you make quilts, so they're kind of squishy and soft, so you can even add your needles here. You can keep your bookbinding tools. I'll just show you a few that I use for myself. They're a bit smaller, but I like to have fabrics and, you know, a thread and a needle and my scissors. And this is when I watch TV, if I want to make some yo-yo flowers. They're really great, and they can stand upright, so you can put them on your shelf like you would put a book. In this one I sort of was making these little patchwork style, and I have these inside, so when I feel like doing this, I just grab this bag and take it with me. Again, it can stand upright, and these are much smaller than the ones I made here. So I might have a few more in the shop that are a bit different, but these are the ones that I made recently. And that will be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it gave you some ideas how you can create a journal without any digitals in case of these 3. Thank you so much for watching and for joining me today. Hope I see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.